Hello, from me and Stinky. Here is an email from someone. I don't know. I have been in recovery for about 4 years and throughout have struggled to find out how much I want to eat, part due to eating disorder meal plans, residential force feeding, trying intuitive eating. I find that I might not be hungry but still eat because it's just lunchtime all the time to eat. Other times I'll eat just less during the day and just eat and eat at night. How did you reach stability in eating patterns? Did you ever skip a meal if not hungry? How did you learn the portion size that satisfies you rather than under eating? You should do a house animals tour video and your husband after that, and another what I eat for lunch and dinner, whatever. Right. I don't know if I need to do a house animals tour. Stinky's here. He's got his butt to us though. Stinky, that's rude, little guy. My husband, I don't think he wants to be on YouTube. I could ask him. I'm definitely not going to do what I eat in a day. It's weird. I would never, first of all, it's weird. Second of all, I'd never remember. I eat very fast. And I don't really put a heck of a lot of thought into it, especially sort of like, during the day. So I just tend to grab a sandwich or whatever, and before I've even really consciously thought about eating, I've already eaten. I'm not going to set up a camera and faff around with all that. Busy person, don't have time for that shit. Anyway, so the question was, how did I eat to satisfy hunger without under eating? Well, if you have a restrictive eating disorder, it is likely in your tendency to undereat. And the reason that it's in your tendency to undereat is because you're really terrified of overeating. And so, what we have to understand when we're in recovery is there's no such thing as overeating, and there's no such thing as too much food. And so it's actually really incredibly simple. If there's any doubt in your mind that you didn't eat enough, and that you're not satisfied, and that you could eat more food, you eat more food. It really is that simple. And one of the keys to recovery is keeping shit that simple. Not allowing it to get complicated, like I have to eat a certain amount, I can't eat more. You should be eating as much as possible, and that really is very simple. It's asking the question, if you sit down, you eat a meal, and then you ask yourself, can I eat more food? And if the answer to that is yes, then you eat more food. And most of the time the answer to that is yes. Because if you're in recovery, your capacity to eat food is usually pretty damn high. I think there was another question in there. Did I ever skip meals if I'm not hungry? Well, let's have a think about that. If I know I need to gain weight in order to recover, and I want to recover, so therefore I'm committed to gaining weight, how? There's no way, no how, that skipping a meal could ever help that goal. It's just very unproductive. And it's also not doing the neural rewiring, because it's also true that if you have an eating disorder, if you're not hungry, your brain tells you that eating would be like, I don't know, the biggest sin in the world. So we have to rewire that by saying, look, brain, I'm not even that hungry and I'm eating food. What are you going to do about it? And you do that by consistently committing to eating regardless of whether you're hungry or not. Remember, if you want to recover, you need to nutritionally rehabilitate. That requires eating food. So how would skipping a meal ever help you on that mission? Never. Skipping meals has no place in recovery. And so it's not even about, at that point, it's not about being hungry. You commit to eating more than enough every day, regardless of hunger. And then you commit to, and if I can eat more at any given time, I'm going to eat more. So simple as eat as much as possible. And people stare at, I know that a lot of you are going to be like, what? It can't be that simple. It's not that simple. All these things are going to go wrong if I just eat as much as possible. All that stuff. It really is as simple as eating as much as possible, and your body and your brain will take that and run with it and sort the rest out. You can't fuck recovery up by eating too much, but you can definitely, and you will, fuck it up by eating too little. So erring on the side of caution is always eat the fucking food. Hope that helps.